But I got to do something else right now because, I want to pick up on another American original, and that's Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He recently picked up $24,000 worth of GameStop. He says it's to sow support for Ape retail. And it's the same thing I did a couple of years ago, right? I bought 50,000 GME, 50,000 AMC, and I still have them. And I got to tell you something. I had a huge profit about a week or so ago on GameStop, but I saw the fight of retail, and I applaud that fight. I applauded it then, I applaud it now. And I know, hey, put it this way, folks. In recent years, we have seen protesters burn down cities, right? I mean, city after city after city. Then this spring and summer, we saw, encampments on college campuses, the intimidation of people based on their religion. And in both instances, you had both of these protests were being supported. They were being supported in some cases by the highest office in the land. And on college campuses, we saw faculty members get out there and do the same thing. I mean, kids were afraid to go to school. So the ape community is also protesting, and they're revolting, but they're doing it with their own money. They're not setting anything on fire. They're not intimidating anyone, but Wall Street hates it. Wall Street and all the other cheerleaders in the financial media for these large hedge funds, they hate it. And I got to be honest, I see commonalities between this movement and the American Revolution. Think about this. In 1776, the British had all the military advantages. I mean, we barely had a navy. The Continental Army was small. The few officers were proficient in any sort of military tactics. There was no discipline. Listen, it was just a ragtag army and really no navy. The British, of course, had everything when it came to the battlefield. Same thing financially. They had all of the advantages financially. They were much better positioned while the American colonists had trouble raising money, right? I mean, the odds, if there were odds makers back then, odds would have been 100 to 1. King George prevails by the knockout in the first round. So today I see today's hedge managers arguably as powerful as the British were back then. And yet retail fights back because they want to make a point. And yes, many of them believe they can win. So I salute them. I salute them, and I think it's really ridiculous to laugh at them.
As I've said previously, individual investors from all walks of life and political affiliations are standing up together for change in the financial markets. And so, politics has nothing to do with this. I applaud RFK for supporting individual investors and speaking out about some of the problems that plague the financial markets, and I encourage the other candidates to do the same. As individual investors, what we want is simple, and nothing we're advocating for is beyond the realm of reason. Individual investors want a free, fair, and transparent stock market. We want large institutions to be held accountable for their actions. We want individual investors to have access to the same real-time data from exchanges' better private feeds, which is currently only available to the large firms on Wall Street. We want short sale data to be reported in real time. We want an end to excessive amounts of failures to deliver, and we want entities who fail to deliver on their obligations to be held accountable. We want an end to payment for order flow due to the insane conflicts of interest it creates. There's a reason why so many other countries have already banned it. We want increased competition among market makers. And we want all of individual investors' orders to be routed directly to lit transparent exchanges rather than opaque alternative trading systems known as dark pools. Ultimately, it's simple. What we want is a stock market that offers a truly level playing field for all investors. Please leave a like on this video so more people will see it. And while you're down there, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.